Okay, so let's just so let's just see what this does. Okay, so alright, this is basically an impromptu live stream that I'm doing. I finally got the software for it, so or something like that. So let's just see what this does. So if it starts lagging at some point, this is live, so there's more or less gonna be like something. Okay, so alright, this is basically an impromptu live stream that I'm doing. I finally got the software for it, so or something like that. So let's just see what this does. So if it starts lagging at some point, this is live, so there's more or less gonna be like something. Okay, so alright, this is basically an impromptu live stream that I'm doing. I finally got the software for it, so let's just see what this does. So okay, I do apologize for that. It's probably gonna take a while. So, alright, this is basically an impromptu. So, what I wanted to do was, let's see. I just wanted to do like a simple video so that trying to work on the settings, keep it all the same, but that's kind of tough, if you know. But yeah, what I wanted to do is it's basically like, well, this is something that I wanted to do for a while, but how can I put it? Trying to work on the settings, keep it all the same, but that's kind of tough, if you know. Sorry if I'm. So what I wanted to do is tell you like the plot and what type of stuff that's used in the. Well, you probably already know the story that I'm writing. So I don't even know how you do scripts on this thing. So studio mode, full screen display, copy filter, high mixer. Okay, so dude, I have no idea how to use this thing, but I will figure it out eventually. Okay, so you already know about the story I'm writing that I've started promptly more or less 8 years ago. And this is a time where both Transformer movies have come out. The original and Revenge of the Fallen, between there. So at the time, probably Transformers Cybertron was basically on, I think. But so just like in the 1986 movie, so you know that about the whole Transformer war with the Autobots, Decepticons, and all that. But my story takes place more or less in an alternate timeline, a timeline that I basically made up. Not something you see not something you see back there behind me like that. But you know, you still have the planet Cybertron. It's so funny that I have the Transformers homeworld, and I think that's Iacon right here. See right there? Right there? Iacon. Which I think it's Iacon, but I'm not certain. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, everybody knows that in Transformers Cybertron, there's this. This is the Omega log that allows this to go with this to turn it into Primus. So, yes, it's the transformation effect that it has. So, by allowing basically Primus to transform, it's basically a pain. Yeah, had him in planet mode. So basically, this takes place after the fight where you see Primus, this guy, and all the Transformers living in peace. The Autobots and Decepticons basically no longer at war with each other. And, you know, all your favorite Decepticons, Astro Train, Starscream, you know, are joining the Autobots in their time of peace. Like, Astro Train and Starscream joining an Air Force, basically Jetfire, making something like that with Jetfire. So, in my version of this story, you take the 4 planet keys. I don't have the Gargantuan keys, so I will substitute either Primus's key or Optimus's Matrix lookalike key. It doesn't really matter which. Because in this story, by using something like this, the Beast, the Earth, and the Speed Planet keys, as you can see right here, and using a Decepticon key, which I thought I lost with the figure, but I didn't, so yay. I recently just found it, so yay. So basically, if you insert that, like, it's basically like, oh, look at that, like, now. So what happened is, thanks to the Decepticon key, the Decepticon cyber key, the transforming monster planet Unicron was locked away in a different dimension. But here's the thing, it can only be brought back if you connect all the keys, including the Decepticon key, into the Omega Lock and put it in the highest point of Cybertron. Basically, if it was in a planet mode, this would be the top of Cybertron. And then you see a gigantic portal opening into the other dimension where Unicron is. So, after, in this story, it was a huge battle with casualties on either side, just like the 1986 movie, where Autobots and Decepticons most of them died. But not all of them have died. In the story, you will find Red Alert, Ironhide, Sideswipe, like the many other Optimuses from throughout the continuity, Megatron, plus Galvatron. Yes, I put Megatron and Galvatron together, and they're not the same person. They're different. You know, we got a Prime Council made out of all the different primes from the continuity, and Transformers lore, including Starsaber. The original Optimus, G1. Movie Optimus combined with the movie Jetfire, Jet Convoy. Galaxy Convoy, Fire Convoy. You know? Galaxy Convoy. So, and you know, you have Megatron, Starscream, Astro Train, Hardtop, some Decepticons from Cybertron, Ransack, that's from Cybertron, Barricade from the from the movies, actually from The Last Night, and from the original live action movie. Let me see what else. Who else? There's this other one that's like one of those speedboat things, but I forgot his name. I gotta look it up. So those are the Decepticons that are joining the Autobots, or they're joining Megatron to join in his quest to look for the Decepticon cyber key, which is basically needed to unlock the dimension Unicron's in. However, it doesn't matter if you use the cyber key that came with Primus or Optimus' Matrix key. Yeah, that's right, I gave it a name because if you see his Matrix, it has these little handle things. So I'm gonna call this the Matrix key. I know, it's stupid. But hey, it's my story, so I get to do what I want. And no, I do not copyright everything. Like, the timeline's different. I did put 3 original characters in there, which are totally made up. Which, it's only for the story. Apparently, there's a Decepticon that's basically like Prowl. And so we call him Prowlcon. Yes, Prowlcon, I think, is a Decepticon. But he has a twin brother. I call him Blaze. Or White Blaze, doesn't matter. No, White Blaze. And just like Orion Pax and Hot Rod, who became Optimus Prime and Rodimus, this original character is also going to become a Prime, but then with the name Prime or Convoy at the end. But that's, that's when I do get the story done. The story's not done yet. So, alright. So, I forgot the name of the sister of the twins. So I gotta go back to the story and and look it up. But in this big adventure, the Autobots and Decepticons are, they're enjoying their time of peace, especially Astro Train and Starscream. They're enjoying just flying around with Jetfire, talking, flying, whatever. And then, as usual, Megatron's trying to mess that up. Along with Galvatron, they're trying to find the location of the Decepticon cyber key, which will bring about the return of Unicron. But after that battle, the cyber key was basically thrown into deep space. Now we're gonna move on from Cybertron to Earth. That's right. So basically, just like in the cartoons and in the movies, the cyber key landed basically in prehistoric Earth. Beast Wars, anyone? That one was a joke. So, the cyber key basically landed on Earth, prehistoric Earth, and was lost throughout the millennium. For, millennia or years, trillion years. I don't know how that goes. So, by the time the Transformers came about, You already have leaders such as Star Saber, you know, Autobot leaders like that. Finding out that Megatron found out the planet which the Decepticon Cyber Key is at, in order to bring back Unicron, which I know, probably some crazy something, you know. But, you know, it's like that. So the race is on. So the Autobots, along with the Decepticons who fought basically against them or beside them when Unicron came, have decided to join to find Megatron and Galvatron, whose basic purpose is to basically find the Decepticon Cyber Key, bring it to Cybertron, and put it in the Omega Lock. So it's like that. But here comes the best part. While the Autobots were trying to scramble to Earth, Megatron and Galvatron have already begun doing assaults on Earth, trying to find clues or something that will lead them to the key. Thus comes in Earth's greatest heroes. And no, I don't mean like Batman, Superman, or the Avengers. But I mean heroes that, well, basically, yeah, if anybody tries to correct me, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. At some point. So, while they're trying to scramble, basically, well, I haven't put this in the story yet. I'm trying to figure out a way. Megatron battles a team of Rangers, but the Rangers were... I'm trying to work on a background story of what happened when they fought Megatron, so that I'm gonna give them like something cool. Like, for example, the Autobot Wheeljack, since it was Wheeljack in the original G1 that basically led the creation of the Dinobots, Wheeljack and some other Transformers, I forgot their names. I'm still working on the backstory for this, which will be integrated into the main story of when the team of Rangers, doesn't matter which ones, they're all the same. It depends on how you want to look at it. If you're a Sentai fan, then you might want to go with the original Japanese Sentai name. If not, you know, go with Power Ranger name. You know, Mighty Morphin, Wild Force, Time Force, you know, like that. So, after the fight with Megatron, most of the Ranger teams were basically hurt. They were completely annihilated. All the Zords were trashed. All the Rangers are, like, I don't know, moments away of dying. But then they were found by Wheeljack and Red Alert. G1 Red Alert, to be exact. So, close to death, some Ranger teams, with the help of Autobot technology that made the Dinobots, was what was used in the engineering of the the Autozords, because Autobots and the Zords, gotta give them a name, gotta be original here, were creation of the Autozords, which basically is, you know, using the same technology that makes all the Transformers transform into their ult modes, like cars, jets, and the Dinobots in their Dino modes, and make them combiners. The Megazord, for example, like the Megazord, was used to rebuild them. But once this operation is underway, there is no way to reverse it. Meaning, once they go through this transfer operation where they turn human Rangers into basically half Transformers, half Ranger, half Megazord type of combination, where, yeah, they could just say transform, or like, well, yeah, like in Beast Wars, Dino mode, Beast mode, or power up, or whatever, or fighter change from Digunder, however you want to put it. So basically, it's like that. And like I said, I'm still working on that part of the story of how, but you know, it's kind of hard. But yeah, because in the story you see all the Megazords basically talking like they're sentient, and there's a reason for that. And that's why, because all the Rangers were turned just like in Mystic Force, but it's not something that's only temporary, but it's a permanent thing. Once they're turned into that, they can never go back into being human. So, probably if you go with the Magic and Mystic Force way, then there probably is a way. But other than that, there is no way after it's done. There's no turning back at that point. So most of the teams are like, you have the original Dinozords, which the Rangers have been turned into when they go into Dino mode. But when they transform into the Rangers. So they're trying to utilize the power of, you know, the Thunder Megazord and the Shogun Zords and the Ninja Zords. I'm going based on how it went in the show. You know, season 1, season 2, season 3, you know, so on and so forth and whatnot. You know, you have the T-Rex going into Dragon, and from Dragon, you got your Ape, and then you have your Shogun Ape. But, you know, I might change that to basically just Thunder. Because in the show, they make it like how they mutate into the Thunderzords. The dinosaurs into Thunderzords. And what I just thought of it just now, having the Ninja Zords basically go through a mutation to Shogun. Or, you know, make them a combination of the Ninja Zords and the Battleborgs. Like that. Or have the Battleborgs outfitted with the designs of the Ninja Zords to become the Shogun Zords. With the exception of the Falcon Zord. Oh, that's going to be tough because, you know, Crane. Yeah. Well, originally Crane was supposed to be white. So, okay, so I think I have more or less an idea of what, like, though, okay, from what I'm thinking of, what I'm gonna go with here is that while they're doing the outfit, the formatting from Battleborgs to Shogun, they will have to make a double Falcon, meaning they will make the white Shogun Zord plus the Falcon Zord, but with a separate personality. And what they could do is while the formatting or fitting, they could basically change the color from white to pink so that the crane can be a pink Zord and not a white Ranger Zord, but a pink Ranger Zord, and leave the Falcon Zord as a white Ranger Zord. That's what I'm trying to go for here. I just thought of that just now. I didn't think of that before. And there's gonna be certain Rangers who are gonna be given this ability, like Mighty Morphin, Wild Force, Dino Thunder, Mystic Force. Yeah, they're gonna be in Titan mode permanently, not temporarily. And have little mini versions of the Delta Squad plus the Titan Megazord mini versions, because I had the figures, but I still have the Titan. I still have the Delta Squad, but not the Titan. I basically had to throw that one out. So I didn't throw it out. Like when you're cleaning up, or sometimes it breaks. So like that. I lost them somewhere. I don't know. But that could still stuff like that could happen. So basically, the Omega Lock, the Cyber Keys, all play part in this story. And once the Rangers have a leader. I gave them a leader. No, not a giant floating head. But, I gave them like a commander whose base of operations is basically the Super Train, which I'm going with the Go-Go 5 version name, Grand Liner. So in the green one, or probably, I don't know, maybe I'll have the green one as the the Super Train. The Super Train is big, so in this version it's gonna be even bigger to hold like everybody. Like the SPD base that could house the Delta Runners and the SWAT flyers and all that, like something like that, something that large. So basically, it's gonna be like that. Plus, they're all gonna work together to try to stop Megatron and Galvatron from trying to find the Decepticon Cyber Key to unleash Unicron, which, if it does, that's the end of Earth and Cybertron itself. Plus, I threw in a surprise, basically. I threw a little twist in it. Twist. So the twist is that along with the Rangers and the Transformers, you have. Are you ready for this? No, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to read about it. You're going to read it. Because if I tell you now, then what's the point of the plot twist? So,
with the special help that are helping the Autobots look for Megatron, who's on Earth, who found a professor who specializes in continent forming and how the Earth was a long time ago, Pangea. So, thanks to his help, Megatron more or less knows about where the cyber key is. So now they're trying to stop Megatron and Galvatron into finding the key. And now the race goes on from there. Now, back in the Autobot HQ, you got Optimus thinking like, and I'm using made-up Transformer words from the cartoons, like scrap or slag, Beast Wars. He's thinking that now that Megatron knows the location, more or less the location of where the key could be, it is basically of the utmost importance of trying to stop him, or at least getting the key before he does. Now I'm trying to put in the part where the 3 original characters try to do their part into helping Optimus stop Megatron. And that's basically where we leave off. Optimus meets with an old buddy. You're not gonna guess who it is. It's the one that, well, thanks to Teletran, thanks to the computer, Teletran 1, I think I used Teletran 1. Anyway, Galaxy Convoy enlists the help of at least six unknown bots of unknown origin that he wants them to help the Autobots into stopping Megatron and to stopping the release of Unicron. And that's where I basically stopped the story, because I'm trying to, put everything else together and trying to make up a backstory of why the Rangers have alternate modes now, and they're all Transformer-like. Trying to create a backstory for that, and I have. It's hard to put it into writing. Well, it's more or less hard to put into writing, so basically. So, that's where I basically stopped the story, because I'm trying to, put everything else together and trying to make up a backstory of why the Rangers have alternate modes now, and they're all Transformer-like. So, it's basically like that, and the basic cast of this story, and which I'm hoping maybe one day I can produce here, is I would have to write the list of cast and put it up as a separate video. Take their picture, give them names, take the picture, put their names, so on and so forth. And I want to do that sometime soon, so that you can know who's in the story and who I might use to make a small production, which I already thought about. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do the Bumblebee kicking Grimlock bit, where Grimlock is basically offline and Bumblebee and Hot Rod need to activate him, but they don't know how. So I had basically Hot Rod or Bumblebee kick Grimlock in the head. You heard me. Kick in the head. Now, doing something like that, that's just crazy. Kicking Grimlock in the head just to activate him. And when he does kick him in the head, he activates. You know, not that, like, you see the eyes go like, tsh. No, you see the eyes glowing like, tsh, like that. It'll be funny. And of course, when I do end up produce something like that, I will be providing the voices for said characters that I'll be using for that one bit. You're probably wondering why. Because everything you see here was made by me. So, basically, for those who are tuning in, I'm basically explaining the story that I've been writing since MySpace was popular. Yeah, it was that long ago. And so far, it's been, I have it to a point where a backstory for some of the stuff that's been going on is in order. Like, why the Rangers have alternate modes. Why they're Transformer-like. Why is there a bunch of different Optimuses in one place? Which makes no sense in a breach of the timeline or whatever. Because in this story, all the Optimuses from previous Transformers cartoons or stories or lore or continuity, they're all part of the new, well, just like there were the 13 Primes, well, they're the new Prime Council. Meaning, like, they're there to give guidance and rule over all Autobots and, you know, picking out the next Prime. What? Picking up the next Prime? Is that even possible? Well, yes, it's very possible. Because just like Optimus, before he became Optimus, he was just a factory worker who got blasted by Megatron and then turned into Optimus Prime. Hot Rod basically grabbed the Matrix and basically did the whole, here's how I'm gonna defeat Unicron, and go like that, and open the Matrix, basically making him bigger, giving him a different alt mode based on what he is, and then giving that alt mode a trailer in a way. So it's basically like that. So basically, one of the original characters is just like Orion Pax and Hot Rod, which if picked or probably destined to become the next Prime. But what the Prime Council has not considered that this young Autobot is not prophesized to be the next Prime. It's just one of those things that basically happens. Like, he's not some chosen one that was prophesied by some kind of ancient prophecy, like long, long ago. No. He is just a young Autobot who's trying to do the right thing, and because of that, he was chosen to become a Prime. Chosen to become a Prime. You may ask, how is that possible? Well, I don't know how possible is that to get picked to be chosen as a Prime. So, basically, it's like that. Blaze or White Blaze will become, maybe by the end of the story, will become Blaze Convoy or Blaze Prime, or White Blaze Convoy or White Blaze Prime. Either how you put it in the name, well, the name changes depending on how you interpret it. So either way, he will be a Prime or a Convoy. Then, with his help and the help of his twin brother, who's not a Prime or anything like that, he's just his twin Decepticon brother and their sister, they're all going to help the Autobots basically stop Megatron and Galvatron from bringing back Unicron before it's too late. Let's handle that. So, while this stuff is happening elsewhere, elsewhere, you will see that now, if there's any, like, I know there's probably questions, and I know that there's probably gonna be some plot holes and stuff like that in this story. Like, oh, why is this one bot gonna be the next Prime? It's not the question of why, it's just how it is. And why is it that there's a council of Prime? Well, because, having all the other Primes in one place, that's never been done before. Basically, what I've done with this story is putting elements from all over the place into bringing them and merging them into one simple thing. And that's basically what I've done. I basically merged the Transformer world and the Power Rangers Super Sentai world into one giant, dimension. In other words, like, if they hidden the Cyber Key properly or kept it under guard, the Transformers wouldn't have come to Earth looking Like, Megatron and Galvatron will have come to Earth looking for the Cyber King, and the Autobots are trying to stop him, along with their former Decepticon enemies who are trying to stop their former leader into basically destroying everything because he's a maniacal maniac. That's Megatron in a nutshell. And if that wouldn't have happened, all the Ranger teams would not have been turned into Transformer versions of themselves, along with Transformer versions of their Zords, which allows them to transform into their Zords. Like the Red Ranger transforming into a T-Rex. Basically, the technology or the technique used to make Grimlock was reverse engineered to turn a simple Ranger into that, plus have them turn into something else and allowing them to transform into a humanoid mode. Which I know in some way or form in the Transformer universe somewhere that could happen. Or it has happened. They just have to reinvent the way they do it for that one. Now, no, it's very hard to mix two different elements together, but dude, I certainly did. I basically did what I never thought would have been possible, was putting at least two different worlds together, plus add in add something else into the mix, and making it probably in the greatest story I've ever made. Now, the title might need some work. Yes, the title is kind of weird. Transformers versus Super Sentai, or Super Sentai versus Transformers, or Power Rangers versus Transformers, or Transformers versus Power Rangers. It depends how you look at it. Since everything starts with the Transformers, I would suggest they get top billing. And then since other Ranger teams or Sentai or however you want to depict it, they come in later, so of course their names get after the versus part, because the Rangers are going up against Megatron and Galvatron, so basically it's like that. So basically that's more or less the story of how that is. Now, next time, for the next video, I will read a little bit of the story up to the point. I will read from the beginning to the point where Bumblebee and Hot Rod are trying to find a way to to reactivate Grimlock. And I'm telling you, that's going to be funny, very funny, funny as hell. And trying to make a production out of that. Dude, I don't know rather to use movie Bumblebee or the classics G1 Bumblebee, because frankly that's the only Bumblebees I got. And Hot Rod, I only have the classics G1 Hot Rod. Grimlock, I have the classics G1 Grimlock plus the 2015 Robots in Disguise Grimlock. The little tiny Grimlock. No, but I'm going to use the big one. I'm so sorry about that. So I wish this was more popular or something. Because maybe, uh, I don't know, like, well, if there's any questions or something, just put them in the comments below. I'll read them, and then, I'll get back to you in another video reading the comments and basically giving you answers to whatever questions you may have about the story. Now, if you just tuned in, you might want to start this from all the way in the beginning, where I start talking about it, so that you can understand what I'm trying to do, where I'm coming from, and like, why I'm doing this. Well, I will tell you why I did this. I only did this like a long time ago, and I'm still working on it now. Um, so basically, it's like that. So I will see you guys next time, and maybe I should fix it so that so that you can go to my Twitch, which I'm gonna be switching all the live gaming to. Yes, that's right. I'm thinking about switching all my live gaming to Twitch, because I had problems 2 times where I upload a game either live or I record while playing, and then I will get hit with a copyright strike. Which the 2 times this has happened is because of the songs or music that are in the game itself, which I am not responsible for. Like, I don't choose what song or music that they play. I just play the game. That's all I do. So I already figured out that I can play a few games on it. I just need to try with the others. But that's something for another video. So, um, so basically, um, yeah, it'll be something like that. Uh, I will come to you soon with a live read of the story up to an ending up to one of the endings, and then I will make a video of the cast that I'm going to use, well, that I'm using in the story itself. But the 3 original characters, I don't have them. I don't have anything for them. I don't have what they look like or anything. But their names will be in the cast credits. So I hope you will tune in and watch for that. And that's gonna be up, and that's gonna be in this coming week, in the coming weeks, probably next month. Depends, because that this is a lot of stuff. Not that lot, but So I hope I get to, if you guys got any questions about all this stuff, just ask. Just go to the comments, ask. Uh, go to my Instagram, ask. Go to whatever I have listed in the description. Just go to it. And go to my Twitter, send me a message, ask me, or leave a comment on here, like in the comments down below. Leave a question and I'll answer it. I'll come on live and do Q&A if you want. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button. Hope you like everything I'm doing thus far. And I hope you guys stick around for many more adventures and stuff that I'm going to be doing and having. All the adventures I'm going to be having, all the stuff I'm going to be doing. Um, I am making a video for Beginning Gundam, uh, which I haven't, I've been a tad busy lately, so I only have like the intro video, like with the name, and it goes like, and then the end. I'm still working on the end credits, which is, but I'm hoping I could put it up maybe by the weekend. I'm hoping. So keep an eye out for that. And, you know, I'm just trying to be me. I'm doing what I like to do most. So I'll see you guys next time.